He says public speaking is a contact sport. You have to engage in order to bring out what it is that you've learned, and also realize some of the stuff that you already have going for you.
Do you want to boost your skills in, amongst others, speaking, interviews, speech writing, and audience engagement? If you are, look no further, as we are joined in studio by Harry Msimuko, the founder of Articulate Communication Training, who is a well-known public speaker, presentation skills coach, TEDx speaker, lyricist, if I might add myself, and the list goes on and on and on and on. Harry, welcome to 99 FM.
Well, thanks. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, are we going to have a chat about the lyricist part at some point?
Sure, why not? It's all part of the package, I think.
It's all part of it. Just tell us about your client base and the training offered at Articulate Communication Training.
So for the most part, the people that I usually train are those who get to a point of realizing that, maybe the next step they need to take, or the best way to level up, is to also polish up on their communication skills. I mean, for example, one of my clients is a person who very well qualified for a promotion that they wanted to get. They had all the credentials, all the qualifications, and all of that. Wonderful. And then they went and botched the interview. So, it would be people, like that, or people who just think like, what, I would like to do more. I've got a lot to say. I've got a lot to offer. But I am, I lack confidence, or I don't know how to put things across. So those are usually the people that I work with.
And then you have a workshop coming up, public speaking workshop coming up.
Yeah.
Walk us through some of the things that will be offered there, and just some of the topics that you'll be covering.
Okay, so before I jump into that, I realized, what had happened is a lot of students would approach me and say they would like to, find out more about the trainings. I'd give them the price list, and it would be a bit like, So this particular workshop or series of workshops is for students specifically.
Okay.
So dropped the prices and everything, because the skills that are needed are not only for corporate people, and the sooner you learn them, or the sooner you start using them, the better they'll serve you in the future as well.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, some of the things that you can look forward to is just speaking, presentation skills, interview skills, speech writing, slide presentations, and audience engagement. So those are going to be the main areas of focus. And of course, the other fringe benefits will be there as well.
So what are some of the things that you'd hope the guests, I guess in this case, since it's a nice invitation that you're extending, what are some of the things that you want people to walk away with from this?
Well, once you're able to do some of these things, hopefully your confidence will boost up. Because a lot of times people say they want to learn things or do this and that so that they can have more confidence.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, confidence is not one of those things where you say, okay, step one. It's a thing of doing things consistently. Everything we do requires confidence. Walking requires confidence, but it's because we fell as children. Now we are not worried about falling because we got over it. And same thing with public speaking. Some people had an experience and they just never went back to see how many times they would fall before getting over it. So that thing of presenting in front of people, engaging important people, and most importantly, being able to communicate your value.
Yeah. Now, through your experience over the years, you've been in this for quite some time. Could you just maybe reveal a couple of pointers, without giving away too much, that one should exercise to become a good public speaker? Just to be comfortable when addressing an audience.
Well, imposter syndrome is real, and that's also one of the key factors to making people very uncomfortable. So to address that, there's something that my business coach had said to me. You always know something that someone else doesn't. That's the first thing. So don't second guess yourself or shortchange yourself. Secondly, there's nothing new under the sun in terms of topics and things like that. And this I learned when I went to give a speech at a group of leaders that came from all over Namibia. And I was supposed to talk on leadership, and I'm like, but what on earth am I going to offer? But have that unique perspective. So if you're being authentic to yourself, you know, how you view the world, how you see things, and how you reason, you will be able to provide another vantage point that people would appreciate.
Interesting. Like just in conclusion, something that you maybe want to say to everybody when it comes to like this idea of like, you know, the fear, imposter syndrome, all these things that come with the fear of public speaking.
Right.
Just one piece of advice. And then obviously also the registration process so people can join up.
Oh, cool. So the one piece of advice. Okay. Public speaking is like swimming. We can discuss all the theory, all the styles, all the techniques. We can study the grades. We can even go into deep depth into topics and things like that. And your understanding will be elevated. But just like swimming, we can do charts. We can talk about, you know, water dynamics and how to shave your head and be like Michael Phelps and everything.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean anything until you get into the water. So you have to do it. My good friend Barnabas, who also does the same thing over in Livingston, he says public speaking is a contact sport. You have to engage in order to bring out what it is that you've learned and also realize some of the stuff that you already have going for you. That's what I would say.
And where can we get more of this? Dates, venues, registration process.
So the registration process for this particular workshop that is launching on this weekend, this Saturday, you just have to send us an email at artcomtraining, just one word, artcomtraining at gmail.com. So it stands for Articulate Communication Training, artcomtraining. Or you can WhatsApp the number or SMS 085 385 9591. And we'll get right back to you. We'll send you the forms, which will give you the breakdown of how the course, how the sessions are going to run, because it's going to be over a period of 3 months. One thing I really strive for is like I really want to give people value for their time and their money. So yes, I've reduced the price and everything, but I do not want to shortchange anyone. I do not believe that you can just go into a workshop, listen to something, and come out, you know, like now I can speak.
That's why it's a process.
It is a process, and everybody's journey is slightly unique. So we always have to go into those dynamics, and that's why I came up with the workshops.
Yeah, we appreciate all the information. We can't wait to see a packed up venue this weekend, and as the process continues. We thank you for coming through, and you wear many hats. This is just one of the many. Harry Msimuko, the founder of Articulate Communication Training, well-known public speaker, presentation skills coach, TEDx speaker, and lyricist. Rapper,
there is
barist. We're not gonna let you go without speaking on that. Do you still write?
Oh, I write all the time.
Yeah.
It's a good exercise personally, and one of the just another little pointer. One of the things that I realized, because when I went into public speaking, one of my friends challenged me. It's like, but Harry, one of the things is hip hop. Why don't you, But and I thought they were supposed to be separate. Yeah. But now I use that creativity or that creative process and also what I've learned from stage presence and all of that, incorporate it into training people as well as using it for myself when I do public speaking. So it is still very much a part of the equation, and it gives me a unique value proposition.
Yeah, there's a rapper out there who does not shy away from public speaking at all. He goes by the name of Kanye West.
Oh yeah.
99 FM.
Yes, it's a trifling friend indeed.